Yeah, get me a beef Wellington made right. I'm talking proper duxelle, Parma ham, and don't skimp on the red wine sauce.
You do realise they don't have any of that?
Don't be fooled, Bagley. Every restaurant has a secret menu.
I'll have something nice sent around to you later. Right now, we've got work to do.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is The Bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology, apparently, is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it less wrong this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs, thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will, in fact, render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is it's when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon. It would be, I think we'd all be happy with that. We'd all know where we stood.
You hear him being praised for his diplomatic skills all the time, but the best mark of diplomacy is when nothing happens. So good diplomacy is indistinguishable from him doing absolutely nothing.
You are listening to The Bug. 4,000 new dream jobs for everyone. All I can say, Alice, is that I'm very glad that my children studied drama at school, because that has set them up for life in modern Britain. That is the one core skill they need, the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet a better place, and that they control their own destinies, and that they have even a parody of a private life, and that they can smile without crying. That's what drama teaches them to do. Crucial skills in this day and age. Of course, it's not just the jobs that have been technologicalised beyond all recognition, it is also all reality. Thanks once again to Optic. According to Bloom, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been. And, well, of course, I mean, it's so convenient, Optic, isn't it? It saves us so much time and hassle trying to exist in a kind of realm of reality. We don't even need to bother with that. I mean, sure, the government has hacked into my soul and now basically monitors my every waking moment and thought. But at least I don't have to type, "Where's my nearest coffee shop?" into a search engine. At least I don't have to waste anything between 8 and 12 seconds every day going online to look up how to make a bowl of muesli. And at least I'm not frittering away my precious mental energies thinking, what do I actually think?
Optic is so secure, Andy. It's more secure than a teenage girl reading a women's magazine. It's more secure than a comedian with a drinking problem. It's more secure than a young man who's just got his first motorcycle license.
Finally, before we go today, bug off to the Prime Minister, who has once again FRO'd to who knows where this week. He sure as hell is not here in London. I remember back in the day, Alice, when our Prime Ministers were either incompetent or crooked, but not both at once. But actually, no, I can remember them being both at once. But incompetent, crooked, and not even in the country, that is one impressive triple whammy. I've had lie-ins longer than his longest spell on British soil in this last year. It's this halfway house I can't stand. Either come back and do your job, or leave the planet entirely. I'm pretty sure there must be a spare space station knocking around where he can go and entertain himself for the rest of the time. Can we crowdfund it? Tell you what, let's make a cryptocurrency out of something and crowdfund it that way. What have you got spare? Jelly beans? Are they still legal?
He's away so often, Andy. I'm starting to think he doesn't like the country.
That That is all from the bug today. Fly away, bugs. We are done.
Now to find the way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Target now. Drone, enter search protocol.
Searching perimeter. Target remains undetected.
I'll hang on to this. Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stopping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelley in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelley's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelley again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelley and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelley gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelley. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelley was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
This is all starting to come together. I knew Albion were grade A cunts, but working with Clan Kelley gives them something to hide.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelley and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 Day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over, received. Moving in hostile's direction.
Thank you. I owe you.
Come on! Any sign of the target? Anyone?
This Albion Clan Kelley business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelley connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them in the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
I owe you guys big time.
If you want to pay us back, we could use people like you in DedSec. What do you say?
You kidding? Oh yeah.
Tell me about him, Bagley.
It seems there's an arrest warrant out on him and a bounty on his head with the Kelleys. And he's been catfished 3 times by his aunt.
Christ! How does someone become such a world-class pain in the arse?
Good question. You could dig around and see what turns up.
Gonna fight you right now, please.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
No sign of suspect. Over.
Quadrant clear. Moving to assist.
Control, put out an APW. Target is gone.
Keep out of this.
Right. Let's make some art. Looks good. But that's a good use.
Wait, what? I'll be okay. Huh? What's this?
What's this?
Strange goings on.
Disturbance detected. Beginning the investigation.
But why?
What's going on? Over there. You will be open. I'm leaving whatever. Just stay calm. Stay calm. You're right.
No.
These bloody things again.
Why? Yeah, okay.
End of the day, I just think he's a shit. He's shit, and his husband's a shit, and his sister's the biggest shit of all. And they're just awful people. They are. I'm sorry, I just can't hold it back any longer, you know? I can't stand there and watch them just be a bunch of overbearing shits to everyone. When the three of them get going, it's just like, you know? I can't stand it. Really?
Scanning the area for suspicious behavior.
I spend too much time online. You're gonna start with this too. You're gonna needle me about this. Well, first off, I unplug all the time. I do. I go for walks, I do the dishes, clean the sink. Do you have to clean the dishes? It's not like I'm being a hermit, innit? I'm communicating when I'm on there. I'm in art and culture. It's not like I'm addicted to fentanyl or something. Whatever you say.
Wait. Seems Albion has a surveillance network in Lambeth that makes 1980s East Germany look like present-day East Germany. I'm sure the people of Lambeth will be interested to know just how closely they are being watched.
We've taken care of every Albion target we had in Lambeth. Brilliant. The people have had enough of Albion and are ready to show it. One brave soul has asked to meet to discuss how to rally the borough.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
So let's find our guy and get out fast. If they work out Angel's DedSec before we find them, the nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Who's that?
That was definitely something.
I definitely heard something.
I was done then.
Attention. Albion personnel have complete discretion to discharge their weapons in the event of threat.
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
This is a fucking abomination. Nobody should be treated this way, let alone somebody whose only sin is being unlucky enough to be born in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kelleys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Well, that checks out. Mary Kelley has her reeking tentacles choking out half the boroughs in the city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
All persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kelleys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Shoot it, Bagley. Fascinating.
What's going on?
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? You know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just get me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
Some kind of implant. We need a closer look. I wonder if there's more like this.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelley's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clan Kelley and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Ah, so they put something in his neck. Maybe a tracker? A biometric monitor?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuckers!
Come on, lad, you can do this.
Get fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
What the fuck was that? That must have been the implant they stuck him with.
Looks like they triggered it. I don't know what Mary Kelley's up to, but maybe Angel's still alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelley and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right around the corner.
I saw you poking around, and I think I know who you're looking for. Poor bastard collapsed right there.
What, you saw it? Is the poor kid lucky enough to be dead?
He was shaking like convulsions, foaming at the mouth, but I think he was alive. The people from the clinic put an oxygen mask on him, and then them took him away. They should have taken me too if them saw me watching. Please, go. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Let's find this wanker.
Tough, brave, stupid. Any two of those qualify you to join. Some of us are all three.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Very nice.
Stop it! Come on, I'm legal. This isn't right.
Quiet. You're under arrest.
You are a complete and utter pillock.
Hold on. Allow me.
Put you out. You got less.
No!
You're gone.
I just want to be left alone.
Oh, shit! Please! Jesus, what happened to you?
Not really my scene.
A potential recruit's competitor is nearby. You could sabotage them by hacking their work emails.
Can't let them beat us down! We have to get up and fight back!
I grew up believing everything I ever thought needed to be said. I don't...
I've unlocked full access to the competitor's work emails. I bet our prospect will be happy to get their hands on that.
Sure thing, okay.
Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
And you feel so old, granddad. It's just banter. I'm way too much like a black cat. Hey, boss, why you stop chatting in the club for? Just dance, man. Like yo from a lamb, yo from a lamb. And yo, I'm on the roads, caravan. Let me do this.
You look like someone who's had just about enough of this bollocks. Am I right?
Ah, so you're dead sick then. Good. I could use a hand with something.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
I have friends outside the UK who can get things. The crass word for it is smuggling. Cheese, booze, medicine, essentials. But then I took a job for Clan fucking Kelley like an idiot. I didn't learn it was all guns until I couldn't back out. Now there's a massive arms sale happening and I'm on the hook to move them.
Go on.
Look, I'm looking to make a change. But I can't in all good conscience leave those guns floating around. I heard you a lot of the real deal. Do you think you could take out the arms shipment?
Right. I'll set things in motion.
Thanks. If you help me out with this, I'll do plenty in return.
The weapons shipment is being prepared at one of Clan Kelley's hideouts. I'll send you the coordinates.
I've got this.
Don't trust Albion! They try to control us!
You shit fucker!
It's just sad.
Let's fucking party!
You're in my spears.
Fuck yes, turn it up.